Are you trapped in the same cycle, feeling like life is controlling you? Science now proves you can break free. Dr. Joe Dispenza reveals the shocking truth about rewiring your mind to unlock success, happiness, and limitless potential. So, if you're ready to unlock the incredible power of your brain and create the life you've always dreamed of, then you've come to the right place. Stick with me until the end of this video, which because I'm going to share some truly game-changing information. Welcome to our channel, Mindful Rise. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of our future videos. We're here to support you on your journey of personal transformation. Let's get started. Before we talk about the specific strategies for overcoming adversity, I think it's crucial to acknowledge something fundamental. Life is not always easy. It's not always sunshine and rainbows. It's not always smooth sailing. In fact, I'd argue that challenges, setbacks, and hard times are an essential part of the human experience. They're woven into the fabric of our lives. Think about it. Every great story, every epic journey, every significant achievement is marked by challenges. It's the struggle that shapes us, molds us, and ultimately makes us stronger. It's through overcoming adversity that we discover our true potential, our resilience, our inner strength. I've certainly had my share of hard times. I've faced obstacles. I've experienced disappointments. I've had moments where I felt like giving up. But what I've learned through my own experiences and through my work with thousands of people is that it's not what happens to us that defines us, but how we choose to respond. We have a choice. We can choose to be victims of our circumstances, to wallow in self pity, to blame others for our misfortunes, or we can choose to see challenges as opportunities for growth, as stepping stones on our path to becoming the best version of ourselves. Now, I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying it's always possible to maintain a positive attitude in the face of adversity. We're human beings. We have emotions. We're going to experience fear, anger, sadness, frustration. That's perfectly normal. It's part of the process. But the key is to not get stuck in those negative emotions. The key is to not let them define us. The key is to find a way to move through them, to learn from them, and to emerge stronger on the other side. Imagine a river. It encounters rocks. It navigates bends. It flows through rapids. It doesn't stop. It doesn't turn back. It finds a way to keep flowing. And that's what we need to do in our lives. We need to keep flowing, even when the current gets rough. And how do we do that? Well, that's what we're going to be exploring in this video. We're going to delve into the science of resilience, the power of mindset, and the specific strategies you can use to navigate the inevitable challenges that life throws your way. Because here's the truth. Adversity is not something to be feared. It's not something to be avoided. It's something to be embraced. It's through overcoming challenges that we discover our true strength, our true potential, our true purpose. And that's what this is all about. It's about empowering you to take control of your life, to face your challenges with courage and confidence, and to create a future that's filled with joy, purpose, and fulfillment. It's about understanding that hard times are not the end of the story. They're just a chapter, and you have the power to write the rest. The basic idea is this: our thoughts shape our reality. What we think, we become. Our beliefs, our attitudes, our expectations. They all have a profound impact on our lives. They influence our emotions, our behaviors, our relationships, and even our physical health. Think about it for a moment. Have you ever had a day where everything seemed to go wrong? You woke up late, you spilled your coffee, you missed the bus, and then everything just spiraled downhill from there? And have you ever had a day where everything seemed to go right? You woke up feeling energized, you had a productive day at work, you connected with loved ones, and you went to bed feeling grateful and fulfilled. I believe, based on my research and my experience, that the mind has an incredible capacity to influence our physical and emotional well being. We're not just passive recipients of our experiences, we're active creators of our reality. We have the power to choose our thoughts, to choose our beliefs, to choose our focus. And in doing so, we can actually change our brains. This is the concept of neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections throughout our lives. It means that we're not stuck with the brain we were born with. We can literally rewire our brains by changing our thoughts and behaviors. Before we move on to the practical techniques for shifting our perspective, let's talk a little bit more about why this is so important. Why is it so crucial to view challenges as opportunities for growth? Why is it so essential to embrace difficulties, even when they're painful and uncomfortable? Think about nature. Everything in nature is constantly evolving, constantly changing. A tree doesn't grow tall and strong without weathering storms. A river doesn't carve out a magnificent canyon without encountering obstacles. A caterpillar doesn't become a butterfly without going through a process of transformation. And the same is true for us. We don't grow and evolve by staying in our comfort zones. We grow and evolve by facing challenges, by overcoming obstacles, by pushing ourselves beyond our perceived limitations. I've noticed something interesting in my work with people over the years. Those who have faced the most adversity, those who have overcome the most difficult challenges are often the most successful, the most resilient, and the most compassionate. They've learned from their struggles. They've developed inner strength. They've cultivated a deep sense of empathy for others who are going through similar experiences. It's like they've discovered a hidden superpower through their struggles. They've tapped into a wellspring of resilience, a source of inner wisdom that they wouldn't have otherwise accessed. And you have that same potential within you. You have the capacity to turn your challenges into opportunities for growth, to transform your setbacks into stepping stones, to use your struggles as fuel for your evolution. But it requires a shift in perspective. It requires a conscious decision to see things differently. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? We need to start asking, what can I learn from this? How can I grow from this? How can this experience make me stronger, wiser, more compassionate? It's not about denying the pain. It's not about pretending that everything is okay when it's not. It's about acknowledging the difficulty, allowing yourself to feel the emotions, and then consciously choosing to focus on the potential for growth. Think about a time in your life when you faced a significant challenge. Maybe it was a difficult relationship, a job loss, a health issue, or some other kind of setback. How did you respond? Did you give in to despair? Did you blame others? Did you feel like a victim? Or did you find a way to learn from the experience? Did you discover hidden strengths? Did you develop new skills? Did you emerge from the challenge stronger and more resilient than before? Before we delve into the specific techniques for breaking negative thought patterns, it's important to understand what these patterns actually are and how they operate, because you can't change something you're not aware of. Awareness is the first step, the crucial foundation upon which all change is built. Some common negative thought patterns include catastrophizing, as I mentioned, which is imagining the worst case scenario. There's also personalization, which is taking things personally that have nothing to do with you. For example, if someone cancels plans, you might immediately assume it's because they don't like you anymore, even though there could be a million other reasons. Another common pattern is all or no thinking, also known as black and white thinking. This is where you see things in extremes with no middle ground. You're either a complete success or a total failure. There's no in between. And then there's discounting the positive, which is focusing only on the negative aspects of a situation and ignoring or minimizing any positive elements. Before we dive into the specific techniques of mindfulness and meditation, I want to emphasize why these practices are so crucial, especially when we're facing challenges. In today's fast paced, information saturated world, our minds are constantly bombarded with stimuli. We're always thinking, always planning, always worrying, and this constant mental chatter can lead to stress, anxiety, and a sense of overwhelm. Meditation and mindfulness offer a sanctuary from this mental chaos. They provide a way to center ourselves, to quiet the noise, and to reconnect with our inner peace. They're not about emptying the mind, as some people believe. They're about becoming more aware of our thoughts, our feelings, and our sensations without judgment. Think of your mind as a turbulent ocean. Waves of thoughts and emotions are constantly crashing against the shore. Meditation is like learning to surf. It's about developing the skill to ride those waves without being swept away by them. It's about observing the waves without getting caught up in the drama of the storm. Now, there are many different types of meditation. Some involve focusing on the breath, others involve chanting mantras, and still others involve visualizing positive images. But the core principle is the same: to train the mind to become more present, more focused, and less reactive. In my work, I've developed specific meditation techniques that go beyond simply relaxing the mind. These techniques are designed to actually rewire the brain, to create new neural pathways that support positive change. They involve combining focused attention with intention and elevated emotions. For example, one technique involves focusing on a specific intention, a desired outcome that you want to manifest in your life. It could be anything from healing a physical ailment to achieving a personal goal to cultivating a greater sense of peace and well being. You bring that intention to mind, you hold it in your awareness, and then you begin to elevate your emotions. You cultivate feelings of gratitude, joy, love, and appreciation. And as you combine focused attention with elevated emotions, you begin to create new neural circuits in your brain that are associated with that desired outcome. It's like you're literally programming your brain for success. You're creating a new blueprint for your future. And the more you practice these techniques, the stronger those neural pathways become. The more you reinforce those positive emotions, the more they become your default state of being. Another technique I teach involves working with the energy centers in the body, also known as chakras. These are points of energy that are believed to influence our physical, emotional, and spiritual well being. By focusing on these energy centers and cultivating specific emotions, you can begin to balance and harmonize your energy field, which can have a profound impact on your overall health and well being. Now, it's important to understand that meditation is not a quick fix. It's not a magic pill that will instantly solve all your problems. It's a practice. It requires consistency, patience, and dedication. But the rewards are immeasurable. Even just a few minutes of meditation a day can make a significant difference. It can help you reduce stress, improve your focus, enhance your creativity, and cultivate a greater sense of inner peace. And the more you practice, the deeper your experience will become. Before we delve into the specifics of visualization techniques, let's talk about why this practice is so powerful. You see, the brain doesn't necessarily distinguish between what's real and what's vividly imagined. This is a key principle in understanding how visualization works. When you vividly imagine yourself overcoming a challenge, your brain reacts as if you've actually done it. This is because the same neural circuits are activated whether you're experiencing something in reality or simply imagining it. So, by repeatedly visualizing yourself succeeding, you're essentially training your brain to believe that success is possible. You're creating new neural pathways that are associated with confidence, resilience, and achievement. When you visualize yourself overcoming a challenge, you're not just creating a mental image, you're also generating the emotions associated with that success. You're feeling the sense of accomplishment, the feeling of empowerment, the feeling of joy. And these positive emotions have a powerful impact on your brain and body. They release neurochemicals that enhance your focus, boost your creativity, and strengthen your immune system. They also help to reduce stress and anxiety, which can be incredibly helpful when you're facing difficult situations. So, how do you practice visualization effectively? The key is to be as specific and detailed as possible. Don't just imagine yourself generally succeeding. Imagine yourself in the specific situation you're facing. See yourself taking the necessary steps, overcoming the obstacles, and achieving your desired outcome. Before we talk about the practical aspects of taking responsibility, I think it's crucial to understand what it truly means. In our society, we often hear the phrase take responsibility, but what does it really entail? It's not just about admitting fault or apologizing for mistakes. It's something much deeper, much more profound. Taking responsibility means owning your life. It means acknowledging that you are the creator of your own experiences. It means understanding that you have the power to choose how you respond to the events that happen around you. I've come to realize through my own experiences and through my work with countless individuals that true empowerment comes from within. It doesn't come from external circumstances. It doesn't come from other people. It comes from recognizing your own agency, your own ability to shape your reality. We live in a world where it's easy to blame others for our problems. It's easy to point fingers and say, they made me feel this way, or they're the reason I'm struggling. But when we do that, we give away our power. We become victims of our circumstances rather than masters of our destiny. Taking responsibility means understanding that even when difficult things happen to us, we have a choice in how we respond. We can choose to react with anger, resentment, or despair. Or we can choose to respond with resilience, compassion, and a determination to learn and grow from the experience. It's not about denying the pain. It's not about pretending that everything is okay when it's not. It's about acknowledging the reality of the situation, allowing yourself to feel the emotions, and then consciously choosing how you're going to move forward. Think about it. Have you ever had a situation where you felt like you had no control? Perhaps it was a job loss, a relationship breakup, or a health issue. You might have felt helpless, overwhelmed, and like a victim of circumstance. But even in those situations, you had a choice. You had a choice in how you reacted. You could have chosen to wallow in self pity, to blame others, or to give up hope. Or you could have chosen to focus on what you could control. You could have chosen to learn from the experience, to seek support, or to take steps to create a better future. Taking responsibility is not about blaming yourself for everything that happens in your life. It's not about beating yourself up over past mistakes. It's about recognizing that you have the power to choose your response, to shape your future, and to create the life you desire. It's about understanding that empowerment comes from within. It's not something that can be given to you by someone else. It's something that you cultivate within yourself. It's a recognition of your own agency, your own ability to make a difference. And when you take responsibility for your life, you become a powerful creator. You're no longer at the mercy of external circumstances. You're no longer a victim of your past. You're the author of your own story. Before we delve into the specific daily habits that can foster resilience, I want to emphasize something crucial. Personal growth, like any worthwhile endeavor, is not a sprint, it's a marathon. It's a journey that requires consistent effort, day in and day out. It's about making small, incremental changes that, over time, add up to significant transformation. Think of it like building a muscle. You wouldn't expect to develop a strong physique by going to the gym once a month. You have to train consistently, day after day, week after week, to see real results. And the same principle applies to building mental and emotional resilience. It's not about achieving some kind of perfect state of being where you're never challenged or never experience negative emotions. That's not realistic. Resilience is about developing the capacity to bounce back from adversity, to learn from your experiences, and to keep moving forward, even when things get tough. And I've seen this time and time again in my work with others, people who connect with like minded individuals, who join support groups, who participate in communities of growth, often experience profound transformations. They discover that they're not alone in their struggles. They find inspiration in the stories of others, and they gain the courage to face their own challenges with renewed hope and determination. One of the most powerful benefits of community is the opportunity to share experiences. When you connect with others who have gone through similar challenges, you realize that your struggles are not unique. You learn from their wisdom, their insights, and their strategies for coping and overcoming. It's like having a team of mentors, a collective of wisdom that you can draw upon for guidance and support. And in turn, you have the opportunity to offer your own experiences and insights to others, creating a reciprocal exchange of support and growth. Another benefit of community is the sense of accountability. When you're surrounded by people who are also striving for personal growth, you're more likely to stay committed to your own journey. You're inspired by their progress, and you're motivated to keep moving forward, even when you face setbacks. And let's not forget the power of collective growth. When you're part of a community, you're not just growing as an individual, you're growing as a collective. You're learning from each other, supporting each other, and inspiring each other to reach your full potential. So let's recap what we've covered in this video. We've talked about the importance of understanding hard times, recognizing that challenges are a natural part of life and that how we respond defines our growth. We explored the power of the mind, understanding how our thoughts shape our reality and the potential we have to influence our physical and emotional well-being. We discussed the crucial shift in perspective, viewing challenges as opportunities for growth and embracing difficulties as catalysts for change. We emphasized the importance of taking responsibility for our reactions and choices, recognizing that true empowerment comes from within. And finally, we discuss the power of building resilience through daily habits and the importance of seeking support and community, connecting with like-minded individuals for shared experiences and collective growth. Now, the real work begins. Knowledge is only potential power. True transformation requires action. It requires a commitment to apply these strategies in your own life, to integrate them into your daily routine, and to persevere even when the going gets tough. I've shared these tools with you, but it's up to you to use them. It's up to you to take control of your mind, to choose your thoughts, to shape your reality. It's up to you to unleash the incredible potential that lies within you. And I know you have that potential. Every single one of you has the capacity to overcome adversity, to rise above your challenges, and to create a life that's filled with joy, purpose, and fulfillment. Don't let limiting beliefs hold you back. Don't let fear paralyze you. Don't let the past define you. You have the power within you to create a future where you're not just surviving, but thriving, a future where you're living your life to the fullest, a future where you're making a difference in the world. So I encourage you to take these principles, these strategies, these tools, and put them into practice. Start today. Start small, but start, because every step you take, every choice you make is shaping your destiny. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on future videos. We're here to support you on your journey of personal transformation. Thank you for joining me. And remember, the power to change your life is within you.